On this day, we come together to celebrate the lives, legacies, and cherished memories of remarkable personalities we've recently lost. We take a moment to reflect on their incredible journeys and the inspiration they continue to give us. We'll also talk about WWE stars who are facing struggles that have drawn love, support, and prayers from millions of fans. Subscribe now and be part of our family that keeps their stories alive. Pedro Morales, born on October 22, 1942 in San Juan, Puerto Rico, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a trailblazer, a beloved icon, and a symbol of pride for his homeland. From a young age, Morales showed an incredible passion for sports and athleticism, which eventually led him to the wrestling world. He combined natural charisma with exceptional in-ring skill, qualities that would define his legendary career and make him one of the most respected figures in wrestling history. Morales rose to prominence during the 1970s and 1980s, a period often regarded as the golden age of professional wrestling. Fans were drawn not only to his impressive athleticism, but also to his warm, relatable personality. Morales had an uncanny ability to connect with audiences, whether they were cheering for him or rooting against him, making every match feel personal and electric. He broke barriers along the way, most notably by becoming the first wrestler of Puerto Rican descent to win the WWE Championship, a historic moment that inspired countless aspiring wrestlers from Puerto Rico and beyond. Throughout his career, Morales displayed incredible versatility, capturing multiple championships, including the Intercontinental Championship and the World Tag Team Championship. Each title was a testament not just to his talent, but to his dedication, sportsmanship, and respect for the craft of wrestling. Fellow wrestlers admired him for his professionalism, while fans loved him for the genuine passion he brought to the ring. But Morales' impact extended far beyond wrestling arenas. In Puerto Rico, he was a source of inspiration and pride, using his platform to uplift his community and encourage young athletes to pursue their dreams. He remained deeply connected to his roots, always mindful of the path he had paved for those who came after him. Pedro Morales passed away on February 12, 2019, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate. His contributions to professional wrestling, his pioneering achievements, and his dedication to both his fans and community have cemented him as a true legend. Even today, his story reminds us of the power of perseverance, passion, and heart, a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Shohei Baba, better known to wrestling fans as Giant Baba, was born on January 23, 1938, and went on to become one of Japan's most iconic professional wrestlers and promoters. Towering at 6 feet 10 inches, Baba wasn't just a physically imposing figure. He possessed a natural charisma and technical skill that made him a captivating presence in the ring. From the very start of his career in the 1950s, it was clear that Baba had a special talent for connecting with audiences, blending athleticism with a sense of showmanship that set him apart. In the 1960s, Baba made his way to the United States, stepping into the ring for several prominent promotions, including the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. Competing against some of the era's biggest names, he quickly earned a reputation as a major draw, impressing fans with both his size and his in-ring intelligence. These experiences abroad not only sharpened his skills, but also helped him understand the global appeal of professional wrestling, a perspective that would shape his later work back in Japan. Baba's most enduring impact came when he returned home and founded All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW, in 1972. Under his guidance, AJPW grew into one of the world's premier wrestling promotions, celebrated for its emphasis on high-quality matches and storytelling. Baba's vision wasn't just about showcasing established stars. He was deeply committed to nurturing new talent. He trained and mentored countless wrestlers, many of whom went on to become legends in their own right, ensuring that his influence would extend far beyond his own career. Inside the ring, Baba captured numerous championships, including the prestigious NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and earned the respect of fans and peers alike for his dedication and professionalism. Even after retiring from active competition in the late 1990s, he continued to shape the wrestling world as a promoter until his untimely death from cancer. Today, Giant Baba is remembered not just for his towering presence or championship victories, but for the warmth, integrity, and vision he brought to professional wrestling. His legacy endures in every corner of the industry, a testament to a man who devoted his life to making wrestling not just a sport, but a lasting art form. Luna Vachon, born Terry Polk, on May 23, 1962, carved out a lasting legacy in the world of professional wrestling with her unforgettable persona and trailblazing career. She passed away on August 27, 2010, at the age of 48. Leaving behind a mark that still resonates with fans and wrestlers alike. Luna's journey into wrestling began in the late 1980s, and from the very start, she stood out. Her wild, intense persona, complete with face paint, a mohawk, and an unpredictable energy, made her instantly memorable. She wasn't just a wrestler. She was a character who commanded attention every time she stepped into the ring. Her mix of ferocity and eccentricity challenged the norms of women's wrestling at the time, allowing her to carve a niche that was uniquely her own. Over the course of her career, Luna competed in some of the biggest wrestling promotions in the world, including WWE, WCW, and ECW. In WWE, she became known not just for her in-ring talent, but for her ability to elevate storylines, especially through her rivalries with prominent figures like Sensational Sherry and Alundra Blaze. Her time in WCW and ECW further demonstrated her versatility, as she brought the same wild energy and commitment to her character that fans had come to expect, solidifying her reputation as a trailblazer for women in the sport. But Luna's life was not without its struggles. Behind the fierce persona was a woman who battled personal challenges, including substance abuse, which at times complicated both her career and personal life. Despite these hardships, she never lost the spirit that made her such a beloved figure in wrestling. Luna Vachon's impact goes far beyond wins, losses, or titles. She helped reshape what it meant to be a female wrestler, inspiring countless women who followed in her footsteps. Her distinctive look, her fearless approach, and her commitment to her craft continue to influence the wrestling world. Though she passed too soon, Luna remains remembered not just as a wrestler, but as a pioneer, a performer, and a one-of-a-kind personality who left an indelible mark on the sport she loved. Joseph Michael Laurinaitis, better known to the wrestling world as Road Warrior Animal, was born on September 12, 1960, and grew to become one of professional wrestling's most iconic figures. Best known as one half of the legendary tag team the Road Warriors, or the Legion of Doom in WWE, Animal, alongside his partner Hawk, left an indelible mark on the sport with their unmatched intensity, larger-than-life personas, and unforgettable style. The duo's signature look, complete with spiked shoulder pads, face paint, and a fierce, no-nonsense attitude, made them instantly recognizable and set the standard for tag team dominance for decades. Animal's wrestling journey began in the mid-1980s, a period when the tag team scene was competitive and filled with larger-than-life characters. Teaming with Hawk, He quickly rose to prominence in promotions like the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Their combination of raw power, precision, and high-impact moves captivated audiences, earning them multiple tag team championships and a reputation as one of the most formidable teams in wrestling history. Beyond their championship accolades, the Road Warriors were trailblazers, blending athleticism with an edgy, badass persona that borrowed elements from punk culture, something entirely new in professional wrestling at the time. What truly set Animal apart was not just his size or strength, but his charisma and presence in the ring. He had a way of commanding attention, whether delivering devastating moves or connecting with fans through his intensity and authenticity. Even after Hawk's untimely passing in 2003, Animal remained a devoted steward of their shared legacy, making occasional appearances and keeping the spirit of the Road Warriors alive for new generations of wrestling fans. In recognition of his incredible contributions to professional wrestling, Animal was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011, alongside Hawk, a fitting tribute to a career that inspired countless wrestlers and captivated millions worldwide. Road Warrior Animal passed away at the age of 60, leaving behind not just a record of championships, but a lasting legacy as one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time. A true legend whose impact continues to be felt in every corner of the wrestling world. Dennis Stamp, born on December 6, 1946, in Brainerd, Minnesota, was a beloved figure in professional wrestling, known for his dedication, resilience, and memorable presence in the ring. Growing up in a small Midwestern town, Stamp first made his mark as a wrestler in high school, winning the 1965 Minnesota State High School Wrestling Championship in the 175-pound weight class. This early success hinted at the passion and talent that would define his career. Stamp made his professional wrestling debut on August 9, 1971, in Thunder Bay, Ontario. His skill and charisma quickly caught the attention of Verne Gagne's American Wrestling Association, AWA, where he earned the 1971 Rookie of the Year award, a testament to his natural talent and hard work. Seeking new challenges, he soon moved to Leroy McGuirk's Tri-State territory, where he formed a formidable tag team with Bull Belinsky. The duo captured the NWA Tri-State Tag Team Championship in 1973. And after a brief loss, Stamp partnered with Dewey Robertson to reclaim the titles later that year. In 1974, Stamp took his talents west to the NWA's Los Angeles territory, where he showcased his versatility by capturing the television championship twice, first defeating Man Mountain Mike and then Greg Valentine. By the fall of 1975, he joined Vancouver's All-Star Wrestling, teaming with the larger-than-life Tiger Jeet Singh to win the Canadian Tag Team Championship. Stamp's journey then took him to the NWA's Western States promotion, where he became a two-time Western States Tag Team Champion and earned the distinction of being a four-time Brass Knuckles Champion, further cementing his reputation as a tough and tenacious competitor. Beyond the wrestling ring, Stamp even stepped into the world of film, appearing alongside fellow wrestlers in Sylvester Stallone's 1978 movie Paradise Alley. His life in wrestling was defined not just by titles and matches, but by the respect and camaraderie he shared with fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Dennis Stamp passed away at the age of 70, leaving behind a legacy that spans decades of dedication, hard-fought battles, and memorable moments in professional wrestling. He is remembered as a skilled athlete, a reliable teammate, and a cherished figure whose contributions helped shape the wrestling world for generations. Leati Joseph Anoa'i, known globally as Roman Reigns, entered the world on May 25, 1985, in Pensacola, Florida, as a member of the legendary Anoa'i wrestling family. Wrestling was in his blood. His family lineage is one of the most decorated in professional wrestling history. But Reigns' earliest passions were not in the squared circle. From a young age, he gravitated toward football, demonstrating exceptional athletic talent and a fierce competitive drive. In high school, Reigns was a standout on the field, a natural force who excelled as a defensive tackle. His skill and dedication earned him a scholarship to Georgia Institute of Technology, where he continued to refine his game, drawing attention from professional scouts. His time in college football was marked by discipline, hard work, and a determination to succeed against the odds, qualities that would later define his wrestling career. Following graduation, Reigns pursued his dream of playing in the NFL, spending brief periods with the Minnesota Vikings and Jacksonville Jaguars. Though his time in professional football was short-lived and ultimately did not lead to a long-term career, these experiences instilled in him a sense of perseverance and mental toughness that would become instrumental when he transitioned to professional wrestling. Entering WWE, developmental years and early struggles. After leaving football behind, Reigns set his sights on professional wrestling, signing a developmental contract with WWE in 2010. He was assigned to Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, where he immersed himself in the rigorous training required to become a WWE superstar. FCW was a testing ground, a place where raw talent met the demanding physical and mental challenges of sports entertainment. Reigns devoted himself to mastering in-ring techniques, mic skills, and character development, knowing that success would require both athleticism and charisma. When FCW evolved into NXT, Reigns debuted with a persona that initially cast him as a corporate heel, a confident, arrogant figure designed to challenge audiences and provoke reactions. While his early performances were promising, it was clear that his potential would truly shine when he found the right context to showcase his abilities. These developmental years were not without struggle, as Reigns had to adapt from being a football player to becoming a performer whose every move, expression, and decision would be scrutinized by both fans and critics. The combination of physical training, mental preparation, and a steep learning curve would shape him into a performer capable of commanding attention on the world's largest stage. The Shield. Rise to stardom. Roman Reigns' career took a definitive turn in 2012 when he joined forces with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to form The Shield. Their debut at Survivor Series that year marked a seismic shift in WWE storytelling. They interrupted the WWE Championship match and unleashed a brutal attack on Ryback, immediately establishing themselves as a dominant force. The Shield was a unique combination of strength, strategy, and teamwork, and their presence instantly resonated with fans and industry insiders alike. Reigns, in particular, stood out for his raw power, explosive athleticism, and ability to deliver high-impact moves like the spear with precision and authority. The faction went on to secure the WWE Tag Team Championships and engaged in some of the most memorable rivalries of the decade, facing off against established stars and proving themselves capable of carrying main event storylines. Behind the scenes, Reigns honed his craft further, learning the nuances of timing, audience engagement, and storytelling that would serve him well in his eventual singles career. While the Shield's dominance was undeniable, the group's dissolution in 2014, triggered by Seth Rollins' betrayal, presented Reigns with both a challenge and an opportunity to step out of the faction's shadow and define himself as a solo performer in a company eager to find its next top star. The path to main event, singles career, and fan challenges. Following the breakup of The Shield, WWE positioned Roman Reigns as a centerpiece of the company's future. He headlined multiple WrestleManias, captured the Royal Rumble in 2015, and faced off against some of the biggest names in wrestling, including Brock Lesnar, Triple H, and The Undertaker. Despite his in-ring abilities and championship victories, Reigns faced mixed reactions from fans. Some appreciated his athleticism and commitment, while others believed he was being pushed too aggressively as WWE's top star. The dichotomy of audience response became a defining element of his career, forcing Reigns to develop resilience not just physically, but emotionally. These years were characterized by intense physical matches that tested his body, requiring him to balance the demands of performing at the highest level with the natural wear and tear of a physically punishing sport. Reigns' focus and professionalism became his trademark. He consistently delivered hard-hitting performances, elevated storylines, and maintained his position as a prominent figure in WWE, demonstrating an ability to thrive under both pressure and scrutiny. Battling leukemia, health struggles, and triumph. Perhaps no chapter in Roman Reigns' life has been as profoundly human as his battle with leukemia. In October 2018, he revealed to the world that he had been fighting the disease for over a decade, disclosing that it had returned after being in remission since 2008. The announcement was heartfelt and raw, delivered on Monday Night Raw with emotion that resonated with fans and colleagues alike. Reigns was forced to relinquish the WWE Universal Championship and step away from performing, a decision that underscored the seriousness of his condition. The outpouring of support from the WWE Universe, fellow wrestlers, and the broader public highlighted the connection Reigns had built over his career. His journey through treatment, uncertainty, and reflection humanized a superstar often seen as larger than life, showing audiences that even the most formidable figures face vulnerability. Months of chemotherapy and careful medical supervision culminated in his triumphant return in February 2019, when he announced that his leukemia was once again in remission. The reception was overwhelming, as fans celebrated not only his victory over disease, but also his courage in openly sharing his story. Since then, Reigns has become an advocate for cancer awareness, using his platform to inspire and support others facing similar health challenges, reinforcing the notion that strength comes in many forms. The Tribal Chief, Reinvention and Dominance. After returning from his health battle, Roman Reigns redefined his WWE persona, emerging in August 2020 as the Tribal Chief. Aligned with Paul Heyman, Reigns embraced a new character that was commanding, deliberate, and intimidating, showcasing a depth and intensity that exceeded his previous iterations. The Tribal Chief persona allowed him to explore storytelling, leadership, and psychology in ways that captivated fans and critics alike. He assumed control of the Universal Championship and solidified his dominance over WWE's landscape, leading the Bloodline faction with his cousins, the Usos, and later, Solo Sikoa. His matches as the Tribal Chief against opponents like Edge, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar have been critically acclaimed, blending athleticism with narrative drama to create performances that resonate long after the final bell. Beyond in-ring accomplishments, this period of his career demonstrated Reigns' adaptability, his ability to evolve creatively, and his understanding of audience engagement, qualities that elevate him from a talented athlete to a masterful entertainer. Physical setbacks and misunderstood injuries. Like any top-tier professional athlete, Roman Reigns has experienced his share of physical setbacks. Throughout his career, he has contended with concussions, shoulder injuries, and even a nose injury that required surgery in 2016. Most recently, storyline-driven incidents, such as the 2024 Royal Rumble attack by Seth Rollins, sparked rumors about potential real-life injuries. During the event, Rollins delivered 2 aggressive stomps on Reigns, including one onto the steel steps, leading to widespread speculation about the severity of his condition. These reports, however, were clarified by multiple sources, confirming that Reigns remained in good health. His ability to withstand physical punishment while continuing to perform at an elite level reflects both his athletic skill and commitment to storytelling. Beyond the scripted injuries, the cumulative impact of his career's physical demands underscores the reality that his longevity in WWE has been built on careful management, resilience, and a willingness to push through discomfort while prioritizing recovery and performance quality. Ongoing health considerations. Another important aspect of Reigns' life that continues to draw attention is his long-term management of leukemia. While the disease remains in remission, he continues to take oral chemotherapy as a preventive measure, a commitment that highlights both vigilance and a proactive approach to health. Despite this, the medication has not impeded his ability to perform at the highest level, demonstrating that medical management can coexist with professional demands when approached carefully. Rumors suggesting that WWE might be phasing him out due to health concerns are unfounded. Reigns remains central to the company's narrative, and his part-time schedule is a strategic choice to enhance his mystique and prolong his in-ring career rather than a reflection of declining health. His transparency about his treatment and commitment to maintaining peak physical conditions serve as a model for public figures managing serious health conditions while continuing professional pursuits. Resilience and financial stability. In addition to his health, Reigns' career has exemplified financial stability built on consistent performance and marketability. His position as WWE's top star, combined with championship victories and merchandise sales, has provided him with significant earnings that underscore the economic opportunities available to high-profile athletes who maintain relevance and fan engagement. While financial rumors occasionally circulate in public discourse, there is no credible evidence suggesting that Reigns faces economic instability. On the contrary, his strategic career decisions, including selective appearances and storyline involvement, suggest careful planning designed to sustain both his brand and financial security for the long term. This aspect of his professional life complements his personal story of resilience, showing that perseverance can yield both professional acclaim and financial well-being. Legacy in WWE. Roman Reigns' impact on WWE is immeasurable. From his early days in The Shield to his reign as the Tribal Chief, his journey is one defined by perseverance, reinvention, and leadership. He has navigated fan criticism, physical setbacks, and a life-threatening illness, while consistently delivering performances that captivate audiences. Reigns' story resonates not only because of his victories in the ring, but because of his ability to overcome adversity, demonstrating courage, determination, and a commitment to excellence. His influence extends beyond entertainment. He has become an inspiration for individuals facing health challenges, a figure who proves that resilience and focus can turn personal trials into public triumphs. His legacy is cemented not merely by titles and accolades, but by the respect he commands from peers and fans alike. The future of Roman Reigns. Looking ahead, Roman Reigns' future in WWE remains secure, whether he continues as a full-time competitor or transitions into a part-time role similar to other legends. Speculation about when he will relinquish the Universal Championship is natural, but his influence on storylines and emerging talent ensures that he will remain integral to the company's success for years to come. His ability to reinvent himself, manage his health responsibly, and maintain audience engagement positions him uniquely as a performer who can bridge generational divides in wrestling. Whether mentoring younger stars, leading the bloodline, or engaging in high-stakes championship matches, Reigns' presence will continue to shape the WWE landscape, affirming his status as one of the most influential figures in modern professional wrestling. Conclusion: strength, resilience, and leadership. Roman Reigns' journey, from a young football player in Florida to the dominant tribal chief of WWE, is a testament to perseverance, adaptability, and courage. His life has been marked by triumphs, challenges, and moments of profound human vulnerability, including a public battle with leukemia that touched millions. Through injuries, fan scrutiny, and the pressures of being a top star, he has consistently demonstrated resilience, professionalism, and dedication to his craft. Reigns has redefined what it means to be a WWE superstar, blending athleticism, character work, and real-life heroism into a legacy that will endure. Beyond championships and accolades, his story is one of inspiration, showing that obstacles, whether physical, medical, or emotional, can be overcome with determination and focus. As the tribal chief continues to dominate the wrestling world, fans and observers alike can take pride in the knowledge that Roman Reigns embodies the qualities of a true champion both inside and outside the ring, a figure whose impact will resonate for generations to come.